City.
Actually, that's spot on.
It is spot on.
All the competition that try to compete.
Everything is spot on.
Biggest topic in the NBA right now, man, is Lou Will, man. My boy Lou Will, he got excused absence to go to a funeral of somebody close to him that's very important to his life. He hit up Magic City. I ain't never been to Magic City, but the way Lou Will talk about them wings and the way everybody else been talking about the wings, maybe when I go to Atlanta, I need to go to Magic City just for the wings. Cause they say they good. And Lou Will got the wings even named after him down there because he's from Atlanta. But
I ain't know that.
Yeah, they got some wings. They're named after him. But what really got Lou Will caught up is that rapper Jack Harlow took a picture and posted it on the ground. He wanted everybody to see it. Posted it on the ground. Got back to the NBA. They got him in quarantine for 10 days, man. Even though he was tested negative while he was gone. 10 days, man. NBA trying to protect the bubble, the integrity of the bubble. Do you feel like they were? I don't think it's a punishment because it was required. It's a required 10 days. So I'm not gonna say it's a punishment.
It's not a punishment.
But him being in quarantine for 10 days, he do miss the first 2 games. Therefore, he forfeits, I think, $150K.
That's all I'm gonna say. Really?
Do you feel like the NBA was wrong for judging that he went to Magic City, or were they right for trying to keep the integrity of the bubble?
I feel like they were right for keeping the integrity of the bubble. But I do feel like Lou Will wasn't wrong. I mean, he was out. They excused him to be out. So, I mean, regardless of where he went or when he came or where he didn't go, was he still going to have the quarantine for 10 days when he came back? That's the bigger question. Like, did they make him quarantine because he went and go get the wings? Or did they make him quarantine because he left the bubble and came back in?
I don't think Lou will, because I know Zion was getting tested every day while he was gone. So when he came back, he only had the quarantine for 4 days. I think when Lou Will was gone, he wasn't getting tested every day, so he was automatically going to do the 10-day quarantine.
Yeah,
and I agree with you. I agree with you. Lou Will, he was excused being out, and he's not wrong. If the wings are as good as he said they are at Magic City, he's not wrong for eating what he want to eat. But I think the NBA has to uphold. It's the perception. Like, I know Magic City. I know it's not Magic City's a strip club. It's not like Wingstop. Like if he went to Wingstop and got it, it wouldn't have been a big deal. It's Wingstop. I mean, everybody know he had a mask on. We saw the picture. He had a mask on.
He had a mask on. He put hashtag in and out. Like he wasn't there for nothing else but the wings.
But you know who he has to blame. Who Lou Will has to blame?
Jack
I already
Harlow.
mentioned his name.
Jack Harlow.
There we go, right there. Why?
What's
he could have
happening?
stayed.
Brand new whip just happened.
I was watching NBA The Jump today, and Amino Hester said the same thing, man. Why did you have to post the picture the same day y'all took it? You could have took the picture and waited like 6 months down the line, and it would be like, it would have had the same effect. Me and Lou Will posted up at Magic City.
Yeah.
Why did you post it the same night? Come on now. You over here dry snitching on Lou.
Right.
Now
He know what's going on.
Now, like that's one of those pictures. Like, man, say for instance, me and you out, and we doing something we ain't supposed to be doing. We take the picture. That's one of the pictures you keep on your phone, and it never sees the light of day.
That picture getting deleted. It never happened.
It never happened. So that's what I'm saying, man. He shouldn't have. Like Lou Will, like you said, he was excused to go. So I'm not gonna get on him. Like he went out. He was doing something admirable. He was doing something. He was going to a funeral of somebody close to him. So I'm not gonna get on him about that. I know he wanted the wings, but Lou, man, you got money, dog. Go send your little cousin, man. They know how to get to Magic City. They from Atlanta. Go send a little homie. Hey, man, go give me these wings from Magic City. You know what I like. You know my order. We've been there a lot together. Go do that. Don't step in there yourself. That's all I'm saying, man. You made too much money to be stepping in yourself. I would have said because it's the perception. It's all about perception, man. Perception is reality in today's society.
Facts.
And then you see him and Kendrick Perkins getting into it.
Oh yeah, Perkins always got something to say, bro. Always. Perkins, I don't know, man. Perkins starting to turn into Charles Barkley.
Hey man, I like Perkins though. Like I like this side of Perkins. I didn't get to see this side of Perkins play.
I feel like Perkins was always angry when he was on the court. I feel like he always just wanted to get physical.
Hey, but one thing I respect, what I agree with what Perkins said is he said that the current players hold former players to a higher standard when they go to the media. And like Perkins said, I have a job to do. If they ask me a question, I'm gonna say my opinion. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it because I used to play.
Yeah.
Say your piece, man. And I'm not gonna knock Perk for doing that. Like if I say one day, my dream one day is to be big talking sports. That's my dream. One day I want to be the Stephen A. And like Stephen A. said too, like when Kobe, God rest his soul, when Kobe was alive, he would say something about Kobe, and Kobe he'd have a phone call or text me, Kobe checking him, why you say that? Hey man, that's my job to say that. But he said, Kobe said, you know better though. And I said, still say, I know better, but that's my job, man. And a part of ESPN, it's entertainment. It's entertainment sports network.
Yeah.
Like people, people can just talk sports all the time, and you could be great at just talking sports. But if you're boring, you ain't gonna get no views. You ain't gonna get paid to do this. So what Perkins do, I'm pretty sure everything he say he don't believe in. Sometimes you want to spice it up. That's what I do all the time. Like I did on our top 5 in the bubble coming out. Should be coming out sometime this week or next week. I spiced it up because if everybody would have went chalk, it would have been boring. If sometimes you need hot take Trey, I do them hot takes and spice it up and get everybody going.
Get it going. Yeah, gotta give a different opinion, a different outlook.
Yeah. Speaking about a different outlook, who's some players outside of the stars? Outside of the stars, right? Who's impressed you in these scrimmages? Because I think this today and tomorrow is gonna be the end of the. I think today will be the last night of scrimmages because the season starts on Thursday.
Yeah.
So who's some players that who came back from the 3-month break and impressed you?
So you already know we gotta jump this thing off with Bull. Everybody's talking about Bull right now. He made his NBA debut and put up a double and had 6 blocks. He came back, had double figures the second game and the third game.
Hey, it was one shot JJ Redick, he did like a little pull-up mid-range jumper. And he even said, how did he get to that? Because Bo came out of nowhere, blocked it.
Man, he got that range, 7'2", can handle the ball, can shoot the ball, can push it in transition, can pass the ball. Like, man, the Nuggets really found a star. I ain't gonna say a star so soon, but they really found a gem, I should say. They found a gem, a diamond in the dirt. Somebody that everybody overlooked. Didn't he slip to like the second round?
Yeah. I don't know how he slipped the second round. I don't know how you can qualify him as a gem. He was a top 5. He was a top 5 recruit coming out of high school. He was balling in Oregon.
He was.
I know that he was balling in Oregon before he broke that bone in his foot. And I don't care nobody say, man, broken foot don't get you to slide into the second round. I think it's some other stuff why teams passed on him, but now I bet if they go back, they will pick him. I wish my Rockets had him because he would feel perfect. I know he want to do small ball. I know we traded Clint Capella, but we traded Clint Capella because he couldn't do what Bo do. Like you said, Bo put the ball on the ground. He could. Hey, remember that one clip? Got the board, put it on the ground, came up, pull up through like he KD. I like, ooh, hey man, Bo the beast, man.
Jokic was asking for the ball. He taking it up the court like, nah, I got this.
He waved them off like this. Hey man, I got this. This is my time. Pull from like 35. Wait.
Right. Well, besides Bull, I was pretty excited to see J.R. Smith. His game last night, if it wasn't last night, it was the night before, he put up 20 points. He led the Lakers in scoring that game. You know, it was just good to see J.R. on the court moving around, hitting 3-pointers, crazy shots that we so used to him making. And Deion Waiters even got in the mix by putting up 18 points. So I think it's really interesting if Deion Waiters and J.R. Smith can consistently contribute and they can mix themselves into that backcourt with the Lakers of like Kuzma and your Danny Greens, and they can just get a second unit a little bit more in depth, that makes the Lakers a lot dangerous.
Yeah, I like I know the Lakers. Avery Bradley didn't come because he had some personal issue with COVID. I think he got like kids at home and stuff like that with a bad respiratory issue. So I respect that. And Rondo got hurt, so they gonna need Jr. and Waiter sooner than they probably expected. And Jr. brings shot making. If he gets hot, Jr. probably one of the best shooters in the NBA.
Yeah.
And then you got Dion Waiters. I like what Dion Waiters bring. Like I know he ain't as good on the defensive end as Avery Bradley, but he brings something that a lot of the guards on the Lakers don't have.
Hustle.
Like Danny Green's a good player, but he usually catch and shoot. JR can create a little bit, but he usually catch and shoot, and KCP usually catch and shoot. With Dion Waiters, you can take the ball out of LeBron's hand, give him the rock, let him go. He get his own bucket. He a bucket getter. He's just a certified bucket getter, and he's gone from being acting crazy on an airplane in Miami to a chance in LA to win a championship.
Right.
And the Lakers, I wanted to see. I talked to my friend. He's like, "Oh, it's a scrimmage game. It don't mean nothing." I understand it's a scrimmage. It's like a preseason game. It really don't mean nothing.
Right.
But for players like JR and Dion, who's been out the league, it means a lot to see that ball go in the bucket.
Confidence.
I still got it. Like
yes,
I think the Lakers, they basically locked into the top spot in the West. So I think they're gonna use these 8 games to get a rhythm, to get that rhythm they had before COVID hit. They're getting that rhythm, and they're gonna keep playing ball because I feel like they're the best team in the West, and I feel like they're playing for a higher purpose. Like I usually don't do this. I know they got LeBron, but I'm a Rockets fan. But if my Rockets don't win, I would like the Lakers to win. Reason why I like the Lakers to win is what their franchise and their cities has gone through the past 2 years. They lost Nipsey 2 years ago. Well, last year. They lost Nipsey last year. And then, of course, you lost Kobe this year. And I would think, like, winning the championship would mean something bigger for the Lakers if they can win it this year.
Yeah.
Like it would mean something bigger. But the player, I'll let you do, like, the first few players. The player that I've been impressed with, and I know he had a great rookie season. I know he's a budding star. I've been impressed with my boy Ja Morant. I've already dubbed it. When LeBron James retires, when he hangs up his basketball shoes, my favorite player is going to be Ja Morant. I love watching Ja Morant play. I love his demeanor. You don't see it in the stats all the time, but he controls the pace of an offense with just more than points. And today he dropped 22 and 12 against Miami. He was throwing dunks down like young D Rose and young Westbrook. I'm just saying, Ja Morant was balling, and he came back. He added 12 pounds of muscle. So you really can't tell, but you can tell he's taking the impact now. He can take the bump in the paint and still finish. And, man, he just going to keep on getting better. I've just been impressed. I watched this whole game against the Rockets because I'm a Rocket fan, like I said multiple times. I watched that game, and I watched the game against the Heat today. And to me, man, Memphis Grizzly basketball is must-watch TV because of that young man.
Oh, yeah. He definitely a star. Ja is like one of my favorite players too. Like between him and Trae Young, those two right there, I feel like they're gonna be something special for the league. Like I feel like Trae Young can be like when Steph Curry is gone, in 5-6 years, Trae Young will still be here hitting those deep threes. When Lillard and everybody else get old. Same thing for Ja. It's like we seeing, like you gave a perfect comparison, like a Westbrook and a D Rose. Just coming all over again. He got this explosive that you don't see often out of point guards.
You got to do they throwing oops to the point guard, man. It was a 3-on-1 fast break. They throwing oops to Ja. Like you said, hey, man, we only seen like a few point guards in our lifetime that do that. Like I said, D Rose before the knee injuries and Russell Westbrook. They just special athletes. But we're gonna wrap the show up with our last thing on basketball. We'll just preview the opening night, man. First game we got Utah versus Pelicans. Right now, I don't think the Pelicans know if Zion's gonna play, but he did practice today. He supposed to practice tomorrow. Opening day is Thursday. What do you expect out of that game? Do you expect this the first time where the starters play starter minutes?
Pell's gonna get the dub, man. Pell's gonna get the dubs. We ready. We ready, man. I'm not even just speaking. I'm not just speaking from a fan standpoint, man. I'm speaking from realistic facts because at the end of Thursday night, you're gonna see that W next to them Pelicans. We gonna get the team chemistry going. Even without Zion, we've been looking pretty good in the scrimmages. Nikhil Alexander-Walker led the team in scoring our last game. We got some ballers, man. Nicole Melly, yeah, he nice. He can shoot, get that ball out. We can stretch the floor. Jackson Hayes, he gonna, hopefully he can put on some pounds coming on this offseason. But yeah, Pelicans got a nice little young core, something to build around with Zion. I think the Pelicans can be something special. And it'll be huge for their confidence they get this win on Thursday. They're trying to fight for that 8 seed. Utah is right there fighting right along with them. So, hey.
And you didn't mention Zoe B.I., but yeah.
Hey, I ain't got to mention Zoe B.I. You know Zoe B.I. going to ball. I ain't got to mention Zoe B.I. Josh Hart going to come off on the bench and light it up.
Drew?
Man, we got Drew, we got the guards, Drew, Redick, Frank Jackson, Etwan Moore. Hey, they nice.
That's going to be a good opening game. Man. I like Utah. They got Rudy Gobert, who started COVID in the NBA. He playing. Donovan Mitchell. Man. It's a good first. The NBA is trying to push Zion, so I'm pretty sure they hoping he does play because every game they put on TV, everybody want to see Zion. They want him to be the next LeBron. The NBA carried the league for multiple years down the line. But just speaking on basketball purpose, I think going to the Pelicans was the best thing for Brandon Ingram and Lonzo. Alvin Gentry's system fits Lonzo perfect. He gets to move the ball. He gets to control the offense. And he's not like in this bogged down offense. It's free flowing, and he does what he needs to do. We know Utah plays defense. Rudy Gobert anchors that defense. Donovan Mitchell has made his first All-Star this year, and Brandon Ingram too. So it's gonna be a good first game. You see a bunch of young stars with Utah with Donovan Mitchell, and you got Pelicans with Zion. But I expect Utah to pull this one out. Just
they're supposed to. They're supposed to.
I know the Pelicans they're fighting for more, but I expect Utah they're trying to improve their seed in the playoffs. They're trying to avoid meeting up with the Lakers in the second round. So I feel like if they want to show Utah, because Utah been in the playoffs a lot the last few years, but they want to show that this year, not the last few years where they get knocked out the first round. This is game you take care of business, and you beat the young and upcoming team. But I wouldn't be surprised, like I said, if New Orleans wins. It's both of them nice, talented team. I feel like if Zion want to play the whole season, New Orleans' record probably would be better when being in this spot. But this is what the hand they was dealt. And we'll see if he plays on Thursday because he did just come back from he looks like Lou Will. He had excuse absence, and he finished his quarantine.
They expect him to be on the court. We need Zion, man.
And the game, the end of the night, the series that a lot of people, I want to say probably 99% of America,
everybody wants to see.
Everybody hopes we see this in the playoffs. The Battle of LA, the Lakers versus the Clippers. We already know Lou Will ain't gonna play. He ain't gonna play, and I don't think is Harold back. I don't even think Montrezl Harrell or Patrick Beverly back. I haven't seen a notification that they made it back to the bubble, but even they made it back to the bubble with a 4-day quarantine. That's Thursday. They wouldn't play anyway.
Right.
But and then I don't know if Anthony Davis is gonna play because he got a little swipe to the eye of the night, and he has little vision issues right now. But I don't care, man. LeBron James is on the court. That's all that matters. LeBron James on the court. He gonna ball out. He gonna ball out. They're gonna get this dub. LeBron gonna go into zero dark 30 mode. Where, he get in the playoffs. He gets focused.
Oh, he already there, man. He already there. I seen a video the other day. You don't think he there?
He ain't there yet because when he really there, he stopped tweeting and stuff. He get off Twitter. He get off Instagram. He get off everything. When he get in that mode, but I just think focus LeBron, bro. He don't have nothing to do. He can't go back home and do Taco Tuesday video with his family. It's just straight basketball.
Oh,
and man, and he gonna lock in straight basketball, man. And I think with the Clippers missing out on people, I just feel the Lakers they should get the W. The Clippers are missing. They'll be missing 3 key pieces. They'll be missing Lou Will, Pat Bev, and Montrezl Harrell. And Lou Will and Montrezl Harrell carried the second unit. And I don't think Landry Shamet has came to the bubble either. Zubac just got there. So I expect, even without Anthony Davis, I expect the Lakers to win.
I think the Lakers gonna win too. Just because, like you said, LeBron on the court, man. Like, this is honestly, LeBron is in great shape, man. I seen a video of him, like after I guess one of their practices, and he was just doing the interview. Man, LeBron is slim. Like, he looking almost like Miami LeBron again. He got the gray in his beard, but he moving fast. He out there flying on the court.
I mean, he took the first scrimmage. He took 2 dribbles from the opposite 3-point line. It was at the bucket, man. 2 dribbles. At 35 years old, man.
LeBron James, man, that's your king.
We thank you guys for tuning in to this week's episode. Be sure to check out more shows here on this YouTube page, such as SOS Discussions or My Point Exactly. And most of all,
keep watching Spot on Sports.
it's a new wave of sports that's sweeping the nation. We're not just accurate, it's spot on.